Well, the qualifications you need for a network engineer generally are a significant experience in a working life. For argument's sake, you should be looking at having post-technical qualifications like either TAFE or alternatively university-based qualifications and training to actually develop an understanding to the career you want to follow in relation to IT. The thing about it in operations, it covers a broad spectrum of jobs. When you're talking about IT, you're talking about a number of areas, whether it be in relation to infrastructure, whether it be server based, network based, business analytical work, uh, problem management, or IT based management, where you're opposed to being more theoretical rather than technical. It just depends. It's a very, very broad scope. Okay, the universities and the colleges, what they give you is a broad understanding for you to move into that career and then develop a specialty in one form of skill that you may require to pursue.
Okay, sweet.
Don't I have one question on that?
Yeah, it's right.
So
What's it?
yeah. So say for example, if I finish the degree undergraduate in network, so will I be getting will I able to enter into these kind of
A job such as
product?
yours?
Yeah, how many years of experience, real life experience do you need and do you expect?
Well, a lot of businesses these days they take on what they call graduates for graduate programs. Okay, and what they look at is graduates from universities, tertiary qualified um, levels of education, where they bring people in to actually provide them technical experience in the trades they want to pursue. Now we have graduates that come in on an 18-month cycle, and what happens is they get trained up, and if positions are available after that 18-month cycle, then they can move into the positions. The programs generally are a rotation type programs where they fit the graduates into various areas over a 6 month period. So what happens is it's broken up into 18 months where every 6 months are rotated, okay, so they can get some understanding of different areas of IT that our bank operates with, and then gives them a better understanding of where they want to pursue in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Next question. Sorry. Okay. What soft skills, such as personal attributes, are required in such a job?
Like many jobs, attributes are very important, like communication. Now, when you're dealing with people, you'll be dealing with people at all walks of life in relation to technical people, non-technical people, management people. So what you've got to be able to do is, if there is some sort of issue or project you need to work with different levels of people within your organisations and external, you've got to be able to speak to them in a language that they can understand. And that communication is very critical. In a technical job, you've got to have good problem solving skills, a good understanding of how to go about solving problems, working through them, and then identifying. You've got to have a good understanding of what they refer to as skills in best practices. ITIL is a common tool that is promoted very commonly within the IT industry. So what happens is there's processes in place for all sorts of things that happen, whether it be incidents, problems, changes. It's a practical best practice process that everyone is moving towards in the future.
important is this role in the company? As in, like, what happens if he doesn't do his job right, pretty much. So the question is,
how important is this role in a company?
How important is my role in the company? I'm glad you asked that. At the grassroots level, we have a number of people who work in the operational areas, and what you find is that their jobs are critical to delivery of service. Okay, in my particular role, I'm vested with a responsibility and exposure to be able to potentially, if something goes wrong, the whole company could go down, okay, and be offline. Now, when you're talking about a network infrastructure side of things, one wrong move could inadvertently take the business offline and could potentially cost the business millions upon millions of dollars. Okay, so what we have is our processes in place to endeavour to actually make sure we do not make those sorts of mistakes that ensures those things don't happen.
I want to add on to that. So in terms of a critical state of your business, how do you deal about that if you become across like a critical problem?
Like I said to you, like I mentioned to you, there is best practices in place that actually that we instigate. Okay, ITIL is the common platform where people use the tool sets to actually manage those sorts of issues. Now, when we have a critical problem, we have people in place known as situation managers, okay, who manage a situation, whether it be a failure, a fault, an issue where it's affected customers. Now, situations are classified into 4 groups. There's a severity 4 and 3, which is basically an issue, but it's not non-business impacting. Okay. Then you have higher severity incidents, which you classify as SEV 2 and SEV 1, where there may be a partial outage or a full outage to the business. In those sorts of instances, there is an engagement process which we follow, which engages situation managers and all what they call service groups relative to the environment that's being affected. And what we do is it's an investigation process with business ties, because as it goes, you do not want to turn a basic molehill into a mountain. So from the perspective of once we do our analysis, no changes are conducted or remediation to any problem without business involvement and business approval. Okay.
Thank you very much. Want me to do that one? Okay, this is the question. Through research conducted, we found network operations are responsible for software, hardware, and virtualized components. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Through research conducted, we found that network operations are responsible for the software, hardware, and virtualized components. What are some examples of situations if you were to deal with each of them?
Well, it's funny you should ask that.